Welcome to Singapore, a country where economy is blooming, where everything seems so urbanized and modern. What you're looking at is the Marina Bay's financial district. But this isn't what we're going to talk about today. We are going to flip to the opposite side of the coin, and that is poverty. Poverty is much more than just not having enough money. Poverty is hunger. Poverty is lack of shelter. Poverty is being sick and not being able to see a doctor. Poverty is not having access to school and not knowing how to read. Poverty is not having a job. It's fear for the future, living one day at a time. Poverty has many faces, changing from place to place and across time, and has been described in many ways. Most often, poverty is a situation people want to escape. So, poverty is a call to action for the poor and the wealthy alike. A call to change the world so that many more may have enough to eat, adequate shelter, access to education and health, protection from violence, and a voice in what happens in their communities. There are certain things that can be done to combat poverty. The first thing is increased access to education. According to UNESCO, if all students in low-income countries had just basic reading skills, an estimated of 171 million people could escape extreme poverty. If all adults completed secondary education, we could cut the global poverty rate by more than half. Education develops skills and abilities, corrects some of the imbalances that come out of marginalization, and decreases both risk and vulnerability. Some of the key areas of focus for making sure that education is truly for all involve breaking down the barriers to education, creating access in remote areas, supporting teachers in their work to deliver quality education, and making sure that education is available to children living in fragile contexts. The second thing would be improving food security and access to clean water. Simply eating 3 meals a day and getting a healthy amount of calories and nutrients can go a long way to addressing the cycle of poverty. When a person doesn't have enough to eat, they lack the strength and energy needed to work. Contaminated water can lead to debilitating illnesses. What's more, improving access to clean water can mean that those who live in rural communities, often women and girls, will save time walking to their nearest water point. Current estimates suggest that women and girls collectively spend 200 million hours every day walking long distances to fetch water. The third and final point is climate change. Resilience against climate change is especially important and deserves its own mention. According to the World Bank, climate change could force an additional 100 million people into extreme poverty over the next decade without any urgent action taken. From Cyclone Idai to droughts in Sahel to floods in Bangladesh, we can't prevent many of the current disasters afflicting the world, but we can help the communities most vulnerable to these crises become better prepared in order to protect their farms, their homes, their loved ones, and their livelihoods. Eco-friendly farming techniques such as climate-smart agriculture preserve vital topsoil, allowing land to recover from degradation and better adapt to extreme weather. In conclusion, the world must unite together to prioritize these 3 key points in order for us to be able to reach no poverty by 2030.